Hey everybody, it's Russ. I know I've been going over how to deal with clutter and getting rid of things, and one of the things that's always a challenge is if someone passes or you have stuff that's been packed up for a long time, and sometimes it's not even yours that you've received. How do you deal with that? How do you value it? Well, one of my friends has asked me to go through some of their items, give them an assessment of what the value, the range of the value might be. So what I wanted to do was give you an idea of the things that I found with their permission, and kind of like give you an idea of the value and how I came to that conclusion and things to look for. So I've got some Disney items, I've got some non-Disney items, and I'm just going to go through the list and tell you the value, the range of value, and how I determine that. So we're going to start first. They have a King's music box. This person did. And it plays Piano Man, which is great. It is plastic, and it looks like there's stickers used on it. So it's not super valuable. I value a lot of things on eBay, because it gives you an idea of the range of what someone's willing to pay for something. You can say something's worth $100, but if someone's not willing to purchase it, or there's not much demand, it may not be worth $100. My assessment is that this is worth between $15 and $30, but you have to have the right buyer, and I see this as more of something. It's a lot easier to donate to a charity that might resell it, or a thrift store where someone finds it, or a yard sale item where it can go quickly. One of the other things that we came across, there were candlestick holders, and sometimes candlestick holders can be extremely valuable depending on who made them. And when looking at the value, these were made in Taiwan. There's felt on the bottom. It's not from the 1800s. It's not from the early 1900s. This is most likely the 70s. The value of these, just a few bucks. I mean, at a yard sale, you might get $2 or $3. Someone might give you $4 for the pair if you're lucky. Again, I consider that to be a donation item. One of the other items we found was a beautiful hummingbird box. And it is actually a music box. It plays. It was part of a collection called the Wings of Love collection. One of the things I found is that whenever any time there's a collection that's basically from the 70s on promoted, they tend not to be in demand anymore. A lot of people don't want trinkets anymore. The heyday from the 60s through, pretty much the 90s of Yadros, Hummels, all those things, the value's low. While it's very nice, and there's some marks and you can see what it is. It tends not to be something of great value because people don't necessarily know that they want it. So you have to find someone who's a collector. There are some of these online, and they list. Here's one of those big things when I talk about list price versus sale price. People will list these at 15, 30. I think I saw one of the birds listed for over, $40. And then if you look and see what something sold for online, you see that someone actually paid $6 or $8, and sometimes even as low as $3 to purchase one of these. And that shows that there's a difference between the expected value and the real value of the item. It might be easiest just to donate to a thrift store and move them on, because the value you might get as a tax benefit could be $4 per, music box, and they'll be able to sell them. Another thing, and this, they were like, "Oh, this is Disney. This is exciting." Oh, Disney. These are VHS tapes, and originally there's one of these has the stickers on it. Was $25. Not, so that's kind of cool. there's several of them, and they're a collection of, the cartoons, but they're in really bad shape. They're dusty, they are, dirty, and I have a feeling they were used. And my thought is, while you can find very nice VHS tapes that are on sale on eBay for, sometimes they go anywhere from $6 to $12, plus you have shipping. But these are, I don't know if you can see, they aren't in great shape. They're faded, they're dusty, and I have a feeling that my thought is that these are something that would be best to probably just toss. I don't even think they'd sell in a thrift store. Now, there were a few things that I did find that are of greater value. Here is one. It is Disney. It is a music box. It is a mermaid music box. That's really cool. Has the different music box and plays music. And these do sell. One of the things that I was hoping to find when I went through this was to find things that were in the box and protected. So while we can, now this, and I have to, go through, the range of this item is more, it could be $80 to $160. But as you can see, going through the first box, I found quite a few things of interest, and the range is something that should be of little value, and then something like this music box with the Disney princesses of great value. Now I've got a few more things. I'm back, and I've got new things to show you. First off is, this is a lot of Disney stuff, and it is, this family member, relative was into collecting Disney clocks. And timepieces, well, not so much timepieces, but clocks, like mantle clocks, alarm clocks. Now, one of the things I've discovered is that, as the phone has become more popular as a way for kids, especially to tell time and see what time it is, there's less, you're probably seeing a decreasing interest in overall for clock items because they're not as relevant as they used to be. Like before, it used to be the alarm that you had in your room. So this clock is a Mickey and Minnie clock. It's 50 inspired and retro, and it is worth about $15 to $20. And I'm sure that at the beginning, or when it was purchased, it was probably a lot more. Another unique item was, this is Steamboat Willie, and the clock is in the steering wheel for the boat. This one has run $30 to $70. One of the things is, a lot of people pick up these, the novelty items and little trinkets, and they're very cute. People like to set them around. They buy them based upon the theme of, if they're like, if somebody sews. Here's Minnie working on Santa's or Mickey Santa's jacket. However, they tend to be, unless it's a unique designer who made it. Like this one is, usually goes, I think I have around, $12 to $15 is what it sells for. Probably as you head into the fall, it probably sells a little bit better. Here's an item. This is a mantle clock or a desk clock. It's Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. Very cute. And, in the box, knowing that it would be protected, you would probably get a lot more for it. But the range that I found was about seeing $40 to $80 currently on eBay. It's based upon the Winnie Pooh book. Original cost is on here at $55. So this is held its value very well. And last, because, I can't bring everything out. This is this is more like the dressmaking figurine made of resin where they had a clock. And again, what's kind of happened over time is that with more people having phones, there's just less of a, this might be for a child's room. So they would have a nice little clock to put on their desk so they know what time it is. It's very cute. The watch does, the watch part comes out so you can change the battery. And this tends to run, I think it's, let's see, depending, Tigger is, people who like Tigger. And depending if there aren't many of these out there or currently online, I think you're going to be looking at somewhere between $10 and $20, most likely to sell it. And what's nice about that is that's an easy thing to ship rather than the larger items, and you can protect it and roll it up. So thank you for watching, and if you want, you can subscribe below. Know that I may be doing more of these reveals as I find new things. So thanks for watching this one. Take care and have a good day.